Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm going to spend some time today talking to you about how we can have ways to boost our mood when we're feeling rather down or rather low. One of the things that I use and find really helpful is something called a happiness jar. This is mine that I've made here. So it's been found by researchers that by starting a happiness jar, it can be a great way to improve your well-being overall. It's just a basic glass jar. I just washed out a big jam jar that I'd used, but you could just get a jar that you perhaps had a candle in, or you could buy a nice jar from a shop if you wanted to, but this is just a washed out jam jar. You decorate it. Again, I just really simply put a piece of bright hot pink paper around it and wrote happiness jar on, but I've seen other people have made them and decorated them more complexly, but this works for me. I like mine. So the idea is that each day, at the end of the day or in the evening, you think of something that's made you happy that day. That you get one of the slips of paper, I've just cut these up from plain paper, and you jot down on it something that made you happy that day. And then you have written on it, you take the piece of paper, you just fold it up, scrunch it up, and you just pop it in the jar. I keep my slips of paper just in the side of the jar so that there's always one ready in order to do it at the end of the day. That works for me. So the idea is that you think of something in the day that made you happy. There can be days when it's quite difficult to think of that, and particularly at the moment when we're in lockdown and we can't get out and see friends and family, we maybe can't go to our exercise classes or go out and meet up with friends in the way we might have done before. It can be a little bit difficult to think of something, but I make a policy to always think of something that day. So then, having got your slips, I've got mine, you see, is quite full, it's getting quite full. The idea is that at the end of the year, you take it out and have a read through them all, and then you'll have a record of 365 or 366 in a leap year days that have made you happy that year. And it's a nice reminder of positive things that have happened for you. Mine's getting quite full, and what I'm thinking of doing is when it gets to the top, I'm going to take them out and have a read through, and I'll pop them away maybe in an envelope, start again, continue throughout the year. And I'm thinking I might unfold them all and stick them down on pieces of card and keep that as a reminder for the year. So sorts of things you might put on there. There could be a whole lot of different things you could put on there. It could be had a chat with a friend. At the moment, I'm catching up by video chat with quite a lot of friends. So I might jot down that I had a video chat with a friend or a couple of friends. I'm trying to get out each day for a walk. So it could just be that you had a nice walk for the day. Maybe the sun was shining, you sat outside and had a coffee. Maybe you just got a chance to watch your favourite TV programme. Maybe you laughed at a joke that you heard on the radio or something like that. Maybe the birds were tweeting and singing away early in the morning and you really enjoyed that. So it could be just something quite small, but it's the discipline to get into, to think of something that did make you happy during the day. So I've used it for this year so far. I started it at the beginning of January and I really enjoyed using it and found it really beneficial, and intend to continue throughout lockdown and for the rest of the year. So the idea is about what have we got that we can feel happy about, what can we be grateful for. So it's about switching that thinking from being unhappy, I've had a bad day, it's been really difficult, to what was one thing that made me happy. So I hope you found that useful, and good luck in making your own happiness jar.